Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. And tonight, you'll see the Golden State Warriors. They'll go up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Thursday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against the Nuggets, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And it's Payton in at the small forward position. And for the Nets, they've got Lucas. All out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Ball from long range. So Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Ball, the bounce pass. Lucas against Butler. No good from Lucas. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a 3-point game. Green kicks to Hield. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Nets. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season. Outside, Ball. Launches it from deep. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hield with the bucket.
Boy, Hield usually does his work on the perimeter. How about that finish inside?
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against Minnesota.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. So it's the Warriors now, and the basket by Curry. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lucas a screen on Hield. Ball, the pass to Lucas. Here's Claxton, played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Pass to Payton. Golden State moving it around. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Good on the second free throw. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
We'll continue to track that story. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Here's Butler, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Green finds Butler. Payton surveying the floor. And a deep three from Curry. And again, no good by Golden State. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 6. Pass to Lucas. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Green. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Boy, you have to respect how aggressive Draymond Green is. If he's got the ball in his hands, he's ready to fire.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Big Smooth.
They say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards, and his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hawking. You have to give it up to this man.
Now here's Lucas. A 23-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
Come on now, that's a big-time bucket by Claxton. That was excellent defense.
Green against Claxton. Outside Curry. A three-pointer off the mark. Nets trailed by 5. Claxton inside. Headed by Green. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
One shot.
Green with the ball. Pass to Payton. Butler deciding where to go with it. Oh, that's blocked. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Outside, Payton, just 5 on the clock. It's Butler that time on the assist by Payton.
Well, never one to force up a three. Jimmy Butler judiciously will take a three-point opportunity. That is a nice delivery.
Lucas a screen on Curry. Ball with it. Butler covering. Butler with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow-mo,
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lonzo Ball. At the line one time.
One shot.
That's good from Ball. Now Butler. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, make no mistake, Draymond Green will bully you on the interior if you allow it. You've got to make sure he doesn't force the issue.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And the first one drops.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
And both free throws good for Green. Nets trail by 4. Here's Porter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Claxton with the steal. From about 16. Lucas, that's good. Lucas has got 7.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And here is Ball after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Ball dishes to Porter. Ball, the pass to Ball. Clock at 6. There's the triple. And Lucas slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Nets trail by 4. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Back to you, Kev.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And here is Ball, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Payton. Pass to Claxton. It's stolen by Green. Butler finds Podziemski. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Ball, the pass to Lucas. The kick out to Ball. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Ball's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, from the moment he entered this league, LaMelo Ball has been a high-volume three-point shooter.
Green with a screen for Curry. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Ball with it. Now Green defending. Porter against Hield. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The Nets second.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
The Nets making a switch here. Ronnie's checked in. And then for Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Butler. Moody subbed in for Stephen Curry. Here's Podziemski. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto. And again, no good by Golden State.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Ball up top. He's defended by Pajemski. Ball with the bucket.
And I tell you, Ball has really perfected that unorthodox style with the jumper. Quick at getting it off as well. The D really stands no chance.
Hield from outside. Hits it from three-point range. Hield's got his third basket of the night.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Ball kicks the ball. There's the drive, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Hield.
Well, the handle that LaMelo Ball possesses allows him to drive it with authority. You love that he draws contact there.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And he's good on the second.
Guys, LaMelo Ball is one of the most popular players with the younger generation, and I think it's the flair and the style and the freedom he brings to the game of basketball.
Shots good by Green.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now, here's Ball. He had 27 points last game. Lucas dishes the ball. Yep, it counts. Ball's got 8 points.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Pass to Green. Ball against Hield. In the corner, Moody with it. Three-pointer. And the Warriors, another 3.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Nets. 7-point differential. Right side, Ball. From outside the arc, and the 3-ball is good. Ball's got a couple of threes now in the first for Brooklyn.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Pass to Green. Hield against Ball. Now Pajemski. Shot clock at 5. Moody the pass to Green. Here's Pajemski. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Brooklyn making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Lucas. Howard comes in for Michael Porter. And Martin subbed in for Ball. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Buddy Hield. Nets trail by 6. Pass to Martin. And it's Bitadze in the corner. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
.109 left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Bitadze is screen on Melton. Ball. Rebound by Butler.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Green, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And the Warriors making a change here. Post is checked in. Melton passes to Butler. Off target with his 3. Nets trail by 6. Here's Connie. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. It's blocked. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
They need to start taking care of the basketball. Careless play since the opening tip.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This, to me, is how Butler hurts you. The athleticism, the strength, the body control, draws the whistle, still finishes the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game, and doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Melton against Ball, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourself, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
12 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Butler. There's the 3. He can't get it to go. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble for players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Chris Paul is out there with Martin. Then there's Howard. Then it's Batase. And it's Clowney in at the power forward position. So that's the Nets 5.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Guys, back over to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Pajemski. After the basket by Brooklyn. And the layup is good. Pajemski's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Paul with the screen for Howard. Good on the three-point shot. Howard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the deep.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Gary Payton is checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Here's Pajemski. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And looking at some numbers for Martin. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 8 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
That's certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Now here's Paul. Hasn't made one yet. There's the pick. Pass to Clowney. Shoots over Melton. And he recovers it. Inside, the second chance effort. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Batadze.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Butler takes it in. It's deflected, and so the ball is out of bounds. Batadze touched it last. Down low. Here's Butler. Teardrop shot, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Warriors. Right now, they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season.
And, well, for the Warriors, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
So he makes 1 of 2. That's the second one missing.
Simply stated, Jimmy Butler is a winner and a game changer. This guy will compete on both ends of the floor, gives you everything he has.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
So it's the Warriors now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Left side, Butler, just 5 on the clock. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
Well, you love any possession that ends in the paint, especially if the ball is in the hands of Jimmy Butler.
Martin with the bounce pass. Batadze finds Martin. Three-pointer, and the Nets another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Pass to post. It's tipped, and they get it back. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Warriors making a change here. Heald's checked in. Now here's Paul. He has yet to score. That's a 2 from Martin. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they got to bring the double team on.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Nets?
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Pajemski. Pass to post. Heald outside. Here's Pajemski. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Warriors have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he makes the first. Pajemski hits them both.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Martin against Hield. Here's Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Nets have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Howard stepping the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. He's off on the second. The Warriors trail. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Howard setting the pick for Paul. Pass to Clowney. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Is there anybody better than Chris Paul at putting the ball on time and on target?
For Brooklyn, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Third team foul. And at the line, one time. Clowney.
And that one misses. Stolen by Batadze. Pass to Clowney. Now Howard. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. A moment here now to see the numbers for Jimmy Butler.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Curry passes to Butler. Here's Hield. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
This guy is so good at baiting defenders into the contact. Buddy Hield doing work offensively.
The Warriors have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12. Free throw drops for Hield. Both free throws good from Hield.
Their usual strong work at the line has been on display here tonight. But then again, they almost never have an off night at the stripe.
Bounce pass from Paul. Outside Howard. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to post. Here's Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Brooklyn's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto. Butler finds Curry. Tips it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Martin the pass to Paul. Batadze is screen on Hield. For Hield. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
They kick out to Hield. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Now here's Paul. Still yet to score. Batadze is screen on Curry. Got a piece of it. stolen by Batazzi. Ball outside. Pass to Howard. Ball with the screen for Howard. And they call an illegal screen here.
So that's his second foul. Not a big deal yet, but you certainly don't want to pick up that third.
The Nets making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Kuminga comes in for Quentin Post. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Butler. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. Number 1, the Nets.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Here's Kuminga. Scoreless thus far. Outside Curry. Will it go? Peyton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Good from Peyton. And both free throws good for Peyton. Brooklyn leading by 7. Ball with it. 11 points in the game. Driving inside. Second chance shot, and Claxton with a nice bucket inside. Claxton's got 6 points.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Kuminga against Claxton. Podziemski on the wing. Bucket is good. Podziemski's got 6 in the quarter.
Not sure why they sagged off him in that distance. He is very good in the mid-range.
Porter against Hield. It's stolen by Hield. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Warriors trail by 7. Curry passes to Hield. And here is Kuminga. Great touch on the 16-footer. Kuminga's got his first points in this one.
You know, over the years, Kuminga's shown a lot of improvement with his ability to catch and shoot.
Porter, bounce pass. The Nets working the ball around now. To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up. And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation, Doris. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think a ceiling that he can get to. Nick Claxton, to me, guys, one of those great energy guys. You know what you can expect from him night after night. Incredible effort defensively, shot blocking, and a vertical threat at the rim on the offensive end.
And the free throw line has really been a problem spot for them as a whole tonight. We don't often say that, but it's been the case.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Porter. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Curry. Michael Porter making his last shot. Now Curry. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
Boy, Buddy Hield doing it all right now for his team. This guy is percolating a little bit.
Now here's Ball. 6-point lead. 1:35 left in the first half, and the shot goes down.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Ball's checked in for Martin. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Stephen Curry.
LaMelo, one of those guys at the top of the list in terms of excitement. This guy is capable of the spectacular.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 8.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Outside Butler. Pass to Podziemski. At the elbow, Payton. Back to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. That's tipped.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Hield outside. Puts up a 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Now, here's Ball. He picked up 24 points in the last one against Minnesota.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
That one drops for him. He's got 10.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Hield outside. From past the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Very important triple there at the buzzer. That halftime deficit looks a lot more manageable when it's in single digits.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even Elevator Ernie.
Yeah, that 50-inch vertical don't lie.
Neither did those shorts.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Warriors.
When you have fewer possessions than your opponent, your chances decrease. They have to find a way to rebound in the second half.
SOF, capital T, soft. I get mad watching them play.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. And it's Payton in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Porter. And Ball puts up a deep 3. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
LaMelo Ball said, I see your triple and I raise you one of my own.
Butler kicks to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Now, here's Ball. Offensive rebound. Here's Claxton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Free throws, such an important part of the game. Here are the league leaders in that department. Second, Stephen Curry.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Lucas, and finally they hit 1. Lucas, he's got 11.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Butler kicks to Curry. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Green passes to Hield. The 3. Curry with another miss. Brooklyn leading by 8. Right wing. Pass to Lucas. Back to Ball. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. And take a look at the Nets. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Back to Ball. Beyond the arc. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Hield. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's around 14 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Pass to Porter, lets it go with a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Porter's got 13.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Green. He's got 7. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Most shooters have a knack for scoring the basketball. Buddy Hield getting on the offensive glass there.
Outside, Porter. Back to Ball. Lets it go from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Hield's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Green with a screen on Lucas. Outside, Green. Pass to Payton for the tie. Rebounded by the Nets. Ball's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Claxton finds Ball. From the arc. Shoots the 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Back to Curry. From deep three-point territory. Lucas with the rebound. Lucas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Payton. And stolen by Lucas. Outside, Porter. Back to Lucas. Outside, Ball. Outside, Porter. 4 on the shot clock. Off target from outside. Warriors trail by 6. On the wing, Green. Curry on the wing. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 6 assists in the game.
A 3-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. He's checked in for the Nets. And it's Lucas with the ball for the Nets. They've held a 12-point lead early. The Nets working the ball around now. Lucas a screen on Hield. Deep 2 from Ball. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Green. Hield outside. Now here's Green. To the paint. Here's Payton. Porter with a block.
Good work on the defensive end for Porter Jr. Timing things just right there to get the block.
Ball finds Paul. Back to Ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Hield.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. Good on both. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Hield. Top of the key, Butler. The 19-foot shot. Yep, that one goes in there. Butler's got 17 now.
Now, this is his confidence. This is his sweet spot. The mid-range for Jimmy Butler, that's money.
Here's Vitadze. 6 points for him. Here's Ball. Back to Vitadze. Green deciding where to go with it. Outside Curry for the tie. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 7th assist in the game.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Now here's Paul. Still scoreless. Ball no good.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
And the Warriors, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Vitadze in the corner. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Vitadze's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Boy, LaMelo Ball gets into the basket area and then delivers it on time and on target for the 3-pointer.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for Golden State, Jimmy Butler. At the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Butler.
Boy, at his best, Jimmy Butler is a versatile scorer, inside and outside. But what I will most remember him for, his competitive toughness.
Martin's checked in for Brooklyn. And so Butler nails both of them. Brooklyn trailing. And here is Paul. Nothing on the board. Vitadze, a screen on Curry. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been draining everything they put up this month. The net second.
Well, offensively, people are moving without the ball, making the extra pass, and that's led to a high shooting percentage for them, really over the last month.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Hield outside. Good on the triple. Hield's got 27.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Paul passes to Howard. Back to Paul. Nets passing it around. Outside Howard. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Hield. He's got 27. Green with a screen for Hield. And another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
To the left wing. Pass to Clowney. Here's Martin. Now Vitadze. Defended by Butler. Vitadze with the bucket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now Pajemski. And here is Butler. Here's the 3 from deep. Jimmy Butler.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Clowney. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Hield. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Howard. He's putting up 9 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Free throw drops for Hield.
For a guy with the shot mechanics of Buddy Hield, you'd love to see him get to the free throw line more, but it's really not his game. He is just a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Quinton Post is checked in for the Warriors. Both free throws good from Hield.
We will look back on Buddy Hield's career and marvel at the consistent three-point shooting he provided no matter what team he played for.
Here's Bitadze. He's got 11. Pass to Martin. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Bitadze.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
1:30 left to play here in the third. Here's Post. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Howard. Ball outside. Pass to Clowney. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Defensive foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
On the free throw, no good. And stolen by Butler. Pass to Pajemski. That shot off. Great D that time from Martin. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Ball finds Bitadze. Here's Clowney, defended by Butler. Here's Howard. And the Nets miss again. Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Pajemski. Here's Post. Good work defensively by Paul. Bitadze the pass to Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got his first points of the night. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Warriors on top. They lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts hard. Cutting through contact. Passes sharp. And the ball's going to fall for us. We can't give up the easy ones down here, right?
I can tell that he wants his team to be precise with their decision-making.
Kevin, he's aware of just how special they are when they play smart and play together.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Paul. He's out there with Martin. Howard is out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Clowney in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Here's Pajemski. Basket counts, and the Warriors lead by 2.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Paul. Sinks the triple.
Well, Chris Paul is efficient a shooter as you'll find, and in the catch-and-shoot situation, he is money.
Pajemski with it. He's picked up by Paul. And it's Kuminga at the elbow. Payton in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Paul grabs the board. And it's Paul with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pass to Bitadze. Here's Clowney. Now, here's Howard. It's Martin on the wing. No good on the triple. Payton outside. Now Pajemski makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Paul with the bucket.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Now here's Hield. Outside, Kuminga. Pajemski. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time for team hype.
And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Ball from long range. Drills it from outside. Ball's got 11 in the second half.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And it's sent back by Howard. It's Lucas high post. Shot, high post. Again, the net's for 2.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
Green, he's checked in for Quentin Post.
To the Warriors, number 23, Draymond Green.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Pajemski with it, now guarded by Ball. Here's Green, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And that's now 9 points for Draymond Green. Right side, Ball. Ball feeling it out a bit. Plays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's just a smart move by LaMelo Ball. Uses the screen to shake the defender. That's nice.
Pass to Kuminga. Here's Pajemski. Hield outside. Drills the three-pointer. Hield's got 35.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Ball with it. Pass to Lucas. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pajemski finds Kuminga. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Ball, the bounce pass, takes a 3. The shot misses.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Pass to Lucas. And here is Ball, covered by Hield. Floats one, and it's Ball, that time on the assist by Lucas. Lucas has got assist number 8 now on the night. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Goga Bitadze, and Porter subbed in for Howard. Then for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga, and Curry subbed in for Payton. Stolen by Ball. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Warriors trailed by 3. Green, the screen, to the middle. Back to Curry. They kick out to Hield. Right side, Green. 6 on the shot clock. And the Warriors miss again. Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Ball dishes the ball. Outside, Porter shoots a fader. Offensive rebound, and Claxton throws it down.
Well, the defense has got to find a way to keep Claxton off the backboards, because this is just a mental mistake, letting him get to that board.
Outside Curry from deep three-point land, and then Hield with the dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here is Lucas following the basket by Buddy Hield.
This guy's such a defensive leader. The intensity, the willingness to put yourself out there, that's a nice block.
Porter, and at last they get one to fall. And the Nets lead by 5. Pass to Green. Butler up top, defended by Lucas. Outside Butler. Green breaking loose, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Gary Payton is checked in for the Warriors. Shot clock at 3. Hield can't hit. Nets leading by 5. Here's Lucas. The kick out to Porter. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's Curry. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. A 3-ball. Brooklyn with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. Outside Ball. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about the strength on display there by Ball? Not the biggest guy out there, but he wills these shots in despite the physical contact.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Lonzo Ball. At the line, 1 shot.
And that one misses. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
And here is Ball after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And Ball stays with it.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team. Warriors trail by 9.
Now Curry. Butler is screen on Ball. Here's Butler. And Ball with the block.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game, guys. No doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing here after that steal and run out.
And he gets it to go.
Always so much creativity to LaMelo's game. Terrific move off the bounce.
Butler. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now, here's Ball. Cleaves it in off the window.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Curry.
Perhaps the last guy in the history of the NBA that you want to put at the free throw line. Stephen Curry will go down as one of the all-time great free throw shooters.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8. Stephen Curry hits them both.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And that's in there.
I'll tell you an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Curry on the drive. The shot is good.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
It's stolen by Curry. Here's Green. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the official...
Draymond Green. 2 shots.
The ruling on the floor
Original personal
stands.
foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double checking and the game continues on.
The Nets making a switch here. Demons checked in.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Green.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Healed against Ball. Axton a screen on Heald. And that one is good.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
Defensive foul. Second team foul.
That's good from Ball. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Stolen by Ball. And that one drops.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nets.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LaMelo Ball.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Here's Demon, guarded by Kerr. Shoots the three. The putback. Hield rips down the rebound.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Here's Ball. Takes the three. Knocks down the three. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.